Racing Mont Blanc this year will be my first marathon ever.
I think I finished 2 times 4, but then I had to drop 3 times, I think.
The Mont Blanc Marathon is the home race for the brand Salomon.
Mont Blanc Marathon is one of the huge highlights for the brand, so I don't put pressure.
I just recently signed with Salomon for both skiing and running.
A nice new contract, but when you bet big, you want results. But Sophia Laukli as well, I mean, this is a real learning experience for her. She's never run as far as she is right now in this race, so every step is a new distance for her.
I know that there is everyone from the factory here, so it's good to do well.
My name is Sophia Laukli. I'm from the US and just moved to also Norway. I started skiing when I was like 2 years old and really hated to run until I was maybe 20. And then I moved to some mountains out west like 3 years ago. And then I started to run.
Did you like it then?
I liked it. I liked it then
Why?
because there were mountains.
I saw Sophia Laukli for the first time in 2021 in video. She was running on a ridge and I saw her way of running. She was just having a good velocity, good attitude, running, very good profile, and I contacted her directly.
Running was like, cool, there's a race this weekend, I guess I'll go do it. It was very much just like a hobby. And yeah, each race I did, I was like, oh, I want to commit more to this.
An amazing performance too in the sprint segment coming out.
I definitely last year or 2022 Golden Trail. Yeah, that was the only reason that I got into trail running and why I'm still, at the level I am now.
She said that I changed her life.
So I'm Vincent Viet, and I'm the manager for Salomon international team since the end of the year 23. At Salomon HQ, we have people who work of full-time job to provide athletes the best kit in terms of gear, apparel, vests or shoes, and we work together very closely. Sophia is today one of the best athletes in the world. We integrate in the international team.
I just recently signed with Salomon for both skiing and running, and that to me, it wasn't something I'd thought of, but it came up as a new opportunity when I signed with running last year, and so to me that is a pretty exciting thing for me in the future, is to have both of those work together.
She's a focus for a brand.
I feel like I kind of need to live up to my running side, because right now I'm a little bit more, or I've been more successful in running.
Salomon have bet big by giving Sophia a nice new contract. But when you bet big, you want results, and they expect them fast.
I've never done a marathon, which is also why I'm a little bit extra.
First time marathon in the
Yeah.
mountains? All right.
And I've been grinding sea level training.
Yeah.
I guess this is probably the first race where I'm like, damn, do I even make it to the finish line? Or that is the ultimate goal.
That's the goal.
Mont Blanc Marathon is for sure an iconic and historic race for in the trail running landscape. This is very important for the brand to be there, and also for the international team to have a great result and for sure for win. For example, we have Rémi Bonnet.
For Salomon to win Mont Blanc Marathon is really important because it's in the French Alps, so where the ADC is.
Mont Blanc Marathon is one of the huge highlights for the brand, so I don't put pressure.
I definitely feel a lot more pressure on the running this year, now that I have a name.
I don't know if we can say pressure, but I know that there is everyone from the factory here, so it's good to do well.
It's one of the most important races of the season. It's in an epicenter of trail running, and it's a key market for most of the brand.
The Mont Blanc Marathon is the home race for the brand Salomon, and it's vital for them if they want to prove to people they're still one of the biggest brands in the world, that they win on home turf.
Racing Mont Blanc this year will be my first marathon ever, so that's always exciting though. You have to have a first for everything.
The Golden Trail has moved to Chamonix for the second race of the season, the Mont Blanc Marathon. The Mont Blanc Marathon is actually slightly longer than a marathon, with 2,500 metres of elevation. Importantly though, it's split into two parts, with 2 big uphills and 2 big downhills.
Last year when I came to Europe, I was totally unprepared. But yeah, it is true that like the US, the trails system is totally different. Like you're running on ski resorts and there's like 3 rocks in the trail. I think now that I am now living in Norway and it is very technical there. So hopefully I just like get way better. I don't know, I'm hoping moving to Norway will fix that. In the winter last year, I set that this was gonna be my first race, and I was like, okay, this spring, I'm gonna run a lot to be on my top game for this, for Mont Blanc, and I don't feel like I followed through with that, and I think I literally don't know how to train for a marathon, and let that dictate my training. I was like, okay, I'll do what I know.
Mont Blanc Marathon fit very well on her skills. So yes, it's for me, she's a pillar for the international team, yeah. Rémi is on the shape of his life at that time.
I think this year he's more calm. Knowing that he succeeded last year, he has maybe a little bit less of pressure. He's more confident before his race.
He is much more confident. He is running stress-free.
We are so excited to be here for the Marathon de Mont Blanc, which is round 2 of the Golden
We put a lot of energy to perform well.
I think when you are focused on what you have to do is always easier, because when people ask you questions about how you will do the race and how, so you start thinking, you start everything. So I prefer when I am full focus on my plan and that's it.
Oh yeah, obviously I'm a competitive person, so I want to do well too, but it's kind of one of those races where there's more that goes into it.
Yeah, for sure. Having your sponsor expecting you to win Mont Blanc Marathon can build a lot of pressure. The crazy thing is, Sophia's not even run a marathon before.
I was getting a lot of yeah, you're the favorite, you should probably win. And then I was getting very nervous with that pressure because I was I really don't feel like I'm in my best place. And so this morning I was I don't know. It was weird this morning. I didn't feel it was a lot of mix because there was so much pressure, but at the same time I didn't feel that prepared, so.
You can hear the crowd getting behind us. Just 1 minute 13 until the Marathon de Mont Blanc, round 2 of the Golden World Trail Series, is getting underway.
I think before the race, the favorites was clearly Jonathan Albon and also Elusine.
Oh yes, for Mont Blanc Marathon, he's one of the best athletes, and for sure he can and he will win.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know anything about I should be here at an hour, or like, I have no clue about that. Being the first one from the US to win Mont Blanc, I think that would be pretty crazy to do as well.
And we are away in Mont Blanc, the marathon.
Oh, I never win Marathon du Mont Blanc, but this year I am ready to put my name on it.
It's going to be a spectacle. It is going to be hot, and it is going to be fast.
Yeah, in this race, I'm like, I just need to make sure that I think I want to start the race and be like, you're going too slow. And then I think it'll pay off in the end.
Like after the start, we went like it's always a bit fast at the beginning. It was the plan like to stay with like the big group with the favorite until the tour. So is what I did.
Yeah, how just like sprinted off the line, and so I was like, I knew that like the first 13K, after I looked at the course profile, was like very flat, and so I wanted to like make sure that I didn't kill my legs and have 30K still to run.
And then I decided to make another speed.
Yeah, look at this now, Rémi Bonnet from Switzerland, who is a bit of the favourite here.
Oscar looks like he is looking more tired to me. There were a few names that could have won this race coming into today, but when we got to the first hill, Rémi and Sophia took control, took a strong lead, and then they destroyed the field.
So I keep pushing like the climb, and it was good to make like a signal to the other that I was in shape today.
If Sophia hasn't got this right, she's got a massive lead, which suggests maybe she has gone out too hard.
Then ran with most everyone until it started to go up, and then I just started running my own pace, and it was faster than everyone. It is a bit tricky when no one else comes with you, because then you maybe think that you're doing something stupid. Because on the first uphill, I was getting some people like, the race, you still have so much left, like, don't kill yourself here. At that point in the race, I knew that I was feeling good, so the goal was then to get a really big gap at the top.
Are you excited about the race? No, I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm stressed because I've never, like, even like easy running, I've never run that long for Mont Blanc, and it's, so yeah, first marathon, but I don't know. It's gonna be cool because at least it's like pretty, so even if it's a shitty race, then it's like cool views.
Yeah, I can count like 2 or 3 runs that I've done that are more than 3 hours long, and I'm just assuming that that is maybe not enough for this race.
We've seen with Sophia, she's actually moved to Norway, but this means she's had the ability to start running some more aggressive trails.
I got a 5-minute split, and that's when I was like, okay, I'm feeling very good if I can just like move my legs.
I saw Sophia increase her gap between the second woman, imagining that she could win. She was in a good position, and I was super confident of her skill on the last part.
Yeah, I see that in the uphill I was really stronger than the other because I was like controlling, and I made a like 1 minute gap.
Stress. I'm always stressed. And then when I saw that, like in Marathon du Mont Blanc, when I saw that he had a big gap, then I start stressing a little bit less.
Rémi is significantly faster than he was last year at this stage. It just shows you the form he's in at the moment, the confidence he's got.
And in the downhill, I gained, I think, 1.5 minutes more. So that was like a surprise. So then I see also that in the downhill, I was not losing time. So from there, I was thinking that, yeah, I will win today.
When I saw him increase the gap between the second and third, I was super confident for the win.
Yeah, first long downhill, I took it pretty cautious because I know that if I go way too hard on downhills and ruin my legs, there's no way I'm getting up another hill. Everyone was telling me the race doesn't start until the second aid station. But I was like, I think if I'm not stupid and I just kind of keep doing my thing, this could really go my way.
For Mont Blanc Marathon, he's one of the best athletes, and for sure he can and he will win.
Then I think I had 6 or 7 minutes in La Flégère. So it was way enough to finish first.
I think my pacing was good. I think the heat I maybe didn't fully account for.
But Sophia Laukli as well, I mean, these two, this is a real learning experience for her. She's never run as far as she is right now in this race, so every step is a new distance for her.
I had an emergency feed at the very last station that I wasn't planning on taking, but I think it was when I hit 30K, I was like, oh my God, I'm out of gels. But yeah, the next going from 3 to 4 hours is very daunting to me. Mainly just because what I've heard, not from personal experience, but I just have heard a million stories about people blowing up and feeling amazing, and then at 3 hours and 10 minutes they're need a wheelchair, and so I'm that is what I'm scared for tomorrow.
I think today's Rémi is frustrating from himself. I mean, he want to prove things before he want to prove to other people.
What a time to be Rémi Bonnet right now. He looks like he's enjoyed it the whole time. This will just be a beautiful finish for him.
When I saw these two athletes leading the race, I was really happy because for sure this is the highlight of the brand, this is the highlight of the team.
And then the next split I got was 12 minutes or something, and then I was and that was huge info for me because I was very tired. I was looking at my watch way too much at the end. I was I like need this to be over. Like, how many K left do I have?
And Sophia has been absolutely exceptional in this race. This is the woman who has never run a marathon before.
It was a mess. Like I think I finished 2 times 4, so it was good, not bad. But then I had to drop 3 times, I think. So yeah, it's a big revenge for me.
And you can see how excited the crowd are to welcome him home. First win of the Golden Trail World Series 2023.
I mean, it was freaking long. I kept coming around these corners thinking it was gonna be there, and it wasn't, but crowd just got me across, and that was awesome.
What a performance from Sophia. She has put it, the lady from the USA, from Team Salomon. She has been absolutely exceptional.
See athletes perform like that is so important for everybody, for the brand, but also for all the people who work super hard at the offices for the athlete. This is a bit the best gift that the athlete can provide to us. This is a win and especially at Mont Blanc Marathon.
Will we see the future of Rémi with Salomon in the coming years?
I can't say anything.
Whilst the Salomon athletes must be delighted they're living up to their potential, there are still some athletes out there who are now questioning, are their dreams too big and will they ever happen?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Canada. Let's come to Dolomite Skyrun.
And this has been the longest wait for a podium of any top athlete I can think of.
She's super young, super talented.
Estaba un poco ida, me ha asustado un poco.